Today's section is charts. In Excel, there are different charts available here. Okay, what is a chart? Charts are graphical representation of numerical data. A set of numeric data which is actually plotted is called a data series. Each value in the data series is a data point. Data can be in rows and columns. Here in Excel sheet, we are taking different rows and columns here. I am taking the sample Excel sheet here. This is the sample one and this is the column and this is the rows. In Excel, we are taking the rows and as well as columns. Okay. Here we are discussing about the charts in Excel sheet. Okay, these are the different charts available in the Excel. First one is column chart, and second one is line chart, third one is pie chart, definite chart, radar chart, bar chart, area chart, scatter chart, stock chart, bubble chart, and this is the surface chart. The way of representing the charts is available here. This is the way the column chart will be appeared on your screen. Okay, what is a column chart? The column chart is one of the most frequently used type of chart. Data can be arranged in columns of worksheet, can be plotted in a column chart. These charts are used for showing the data change over the period of time. Here I am taking the Excel sheet, and in this column I am taking some data as a subject, and here I am taking as a marks. If I take some data in the Excel sheet, for maths 85 and for physics 65 and for chemistry 75 and for computers I am taking 95. Okay, here I am taking the sample data in the Excel sheet. First of all, we have to take data in the Excel sheet. Then only we can represent it in this charts way. Without data, we cannot represent in the chart way. Okay. And if I am taking this data in the Excel sheet and I am copying this data and go to the insert button in your Excel sheet. Go to insert button and then click on the charts. It will be a charts group will be available. In that charts groups, there are different charts available in that chart group. Click on one option and this data will be turned in this way. And then next one is line chart. Data can be arranged in columns and rows on a worksheet. This is the data arranged in columns and rows. Whatever the plotted line is there, it will be represented like a line chart and is used for showing trending like a equal relevance. That means this is the line chart. This data is turned into this representation. One line will be taken as the subject and another line will be taken as the marks in your sheet. And the next one is pie chart. And if I am taking this data in your Excel sheet, means if I am selecting this data and changing into the pie chart, means this will be represented as in this way. And another frequently used chart is the pie chart. Data can be arranged in only one column or only one row on the worksheet that can be plotted in a pie chart. Pie chart are used to display the percentage of the data. And next one is donut chart. And this is the advanced chart for pie chart. This is the advanced chart for pie chart. And next one is radar chart. Here spreadsheet with data will be displayed on your center point of the related portion. This is the center point of the related portion. This will be represented as the data from your radar chart. And the next one is bar chart. You can see the column chart and bar chart here. If the column chart is reverse process or it turned into the right direction, means it will be appeared like as bar chart. And data can be arranged in columns and rows. As well, I already told you that the data I taken as in the columns and row wise, and it can be plotted in a bar chart. And bar chart shows comparing among the individual items. This is the one individual item, and this is the one individual item, and this is the another individual item. And the next one is area chart. You can see that in area chart some of that portion is filled and remaining portion is empty. And in the area chart, data can be arranged as usually in the columns and rows in your worksheet, and plotted can be, and the area of the plotted in this chart can be represented highlight in the degree of the portion. This is the highlighted portion, that means it can be selected one. And the next one is scatter chart. You can see the scatter portion in the Excel sheet, and scatter chart is used for representation of the data that which we are taken. Here subject and max, this can be represented in this way. If two columns are taken, means then it can be represented like here. One is the selected one is the unselected one. And the next one here, scatter chart means it will be taken as XY scatter. And then next one is stock chart. For each and every chart we have to take the data. Data can be arranged in rows and columns, and data can be arranged in rows and columns in a specified order on a worksheet, can be plotted in a stock chart. This is the stock chart. This point or this bubble will be arranged according to the data you are taken in the Excel sheet. The chart may also be used in the scientific purpose also. And next one is bubble chart. In bubble chart, very similar to scatter chart only. And then this is the bubble chart and this is the scatter chart. These two charts are similar only. And then dot at each point reflects another dimension of the chart. That dot means I already told you in the scatter chart, this is the unselected one and this is the selected one. Here also you can see the selected portion and the unselected portion in your Excel sheet. That selected portion and unselected portion comes belong the data which we are taken in this Excel sheet. And next is the surface chart. You can see here, this is the surface chart. And in the surface chart, it will be represented in 3D dimension also. You can see here one diagram is filled one and the another diagram is unfilled one. In this charts, there will be a 3D dimensions also. Whatever the data you are taken in this Excel sheet can be represented in the 3D format and as well as in the normal format also. This is the way the different types of charts available in the Excel sheet. And these charts are important. Why? Because means these charts are very important in the Excel sheet. Each and every data we are able to read. If the data is converted into the chart, means we can easily identify what it is. This is the content of the charts. And the next topic is chart creation using chart wizard. And how you can create the charts using chart wizard in the Excel sheet. There are different ways to create the charts in Excel. And chart creation using chart wizard. And this is the way to create the charts. How you can create the charts means, first of all, take some data in your Excel sheet. I am taking some data like name here and again subject and marks. I am taking P as a name and subject as marks, and marks is 95. And here I am taking as a Q person and physics 85. Here I am taking the data as computer subject as 75 marks. In the Excel sheet, I am taking some data. Here name, subject, marks. P in mathematics subject he scored 95 marks. Q physics subject 85 marks. R chemistry subject 80 marks. S computer subject 75 marks. Okay, I am taking this data in the Excel sheet. I want to select this data. How can I select the data? Means first of all, click in the A1 cell and drag towards the downward direction. If you drag towards the downward direction means then automatically up to here the data is selected. After selecting the data, you have to go to insert option. Insert option will be available in your menu bar. Click on the insert option. In that charts option will be appeared. In the charts group there are different types of charts available. In that click on the column chart, or in this chart group one arrow mark will be represented here. Click on that arrow mark. Then one dialog box will be appeared. This is the insert chart dialog box. And this dialog box is insert chart dialog box. In this insert chart dialog box, you can see different types of charts available over here. That means column chart, line chart, area chart, pie chart, scatter chart and bubble chart. Whatever the chart types are available in your Excel sheet, that charts list will be appeared at the left hand side. And if you click on the column means then column, or if you don't click on the column then automatically at the right hand side first is the column chart. That's why it will be appeared in the column chart at the right hand side. And you can see here the display of the chart representation. These are the chart styles available in your Excel sheet. These are the different charts. That means half filled charts or fully filled charts. These are the different types of styles available in the column chart. And next, coming to down, you can see here list of charts, and last you can see manage chart templates, manage template, and next set as default chart. In right hand side you can see two buttons like OK button and cancel button over at down side. These are the OK button and this is the cancel button. These are also the buttons only. Okay, this is the dialog box which appeared when you click on the chart option. And next, if you click on the line chart means, then automatically line styles will be appeared over here. These are the different lines, or there will be a styles in the line charts. These are the different types of line charts available in your Excel sheet. In the chart wizard dialog box, this is the way that will be represented. And here you can see one scroll bar. That means one scroll bar will be appeared here, and that scroll bar is used for drag towards the downward direction and upward direction. Here after line chart, area chart representation will be there. After pie chart, scatter chart will be there. Bubble chart representations will be there. If you click on the column chart, if you click on the column chart, that means if you are selecting the column chart and clicking on the OK button, then the data will be turned into this representation. How it will be represented means, this is the way the charts will be represented. Here I am taking as first subject as maths, that is P person, and the next one is physics, that is Q person, and next is chemistry, R person, and next one is computer, that is S person. Okay, here I am taking as a marks over here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and I am taking the data as 100, up to 100 I am taking here. Why? Because means up to 100 the marks will be displayed on your screen. I am taking up to 100. Okay, after clicking on the column chart and clicking the OK button in your dialog box, this Excel sheet data will be turned into the charts way. And P scored 95 marks. That means I am selecting the column chart, and up to here the column chart will be appeared. And Q scored 85 marks. That means the line will be appeared up to here. And chemistry means R means taking 80 marks. That means it will be over here. And next computer means 75 marks. That will be appeared up to here, over here. This is the way that the representation of column charts in your Excel sheet. And if you take some other data in the Excel sheet means, and clicking on some other option like line charts or bar charts means, it will be represented like that only. Here this is the example for column chart. If I am taking, or if I am clicking on the line chart means, then the representation will be different here. If I am clicking on the line chart means, it will be represented in the way of here 95. 95 means here I am taking one dot over 95, and again 85 means here I am taking one dot, and 80 means chemistry I am taking 80 over here, and next computer means 75 here. This is the line chart appeared on your screen. Same data, but the way of representation is, first one is column chart and the second one is the line chart. If you click on the pie chart or bubble chart or surface chart, that will be also represented in the same ways. But the difference is but the difference of that chart will be different. As I show in the types of chart, there are the representation of different charts. Column chart representation is different, pie chart representation is different. Whatever the representation considered to that particular chart, that will be represented in this Excel sheet. And the next one is data sorting. In Excel sheet, for each and every topic, you have to take some data in the Excel sheet. First of all, you have to take some data and you can operate something. And the next one is sorting. That means what I am sorting means I am sorting the data. Data sorting. Okay. If I want to sort something means, first of all I have to take an Excel sheet. Here I am taking row 1, row 2, row 3 and row 4, A column, B column and C column. These are the headers of columns and this is the rows of the column row headers. And here I am taking some data like bell, dog, cat, frog here. This is the data I am entered in the Excel sheet. After entering the data, first of all I have to select the data. From A1 to A4 I have to select the data. Clicking on the A1 cell and I am dragging towards the downward direction. If I am dragging towards the downward direction means then automatically from A1 cell to A4 cell the data will be selected. After selecting the data, go to the home button and in that home button you can see editing group. You can see editing group. First click on the home tab and then click on the edit group. This is the editing group. In that editing group you can see sort option. Single sort won't be there. Sort and filter option will be available here. Click on the sort and filter option. Here also I am writing sort and filter. Sort and filter option will be available in the editing group. Click on this sort and filter option. This is the one way. And the second one is click on the insert tab. In this insert tab, click on the sort and filtering group. Click on the sort and filtering or sort and filter group. In that sort and filter, click on sort option. This is the way to select the sort option. This is the first way. Go to home tab and then editing group and then sort and filter. And this is the second way. Insert tab, sort and filter and then sort option. Okay. If you click on this sort option means then automatically there will be three types. Few options will be appeared on your screen. What are the few options means? First one is A to Z. You can take it as A to Z and Z to A. That means here I am taking as sort A to Z or sort Z to A. That means ascending order and descending order. And the next one is custom sort. Here, after ascending and descending order, there will be a custom sort and then filter. Now we can see the one by one. First one is A to Z sorting. If I am clicking on the A to Z sorting means then the data will be ordered in this process only. That means it will be arranged in the alphabetical order like A to Z. Here I am taking this data and I am selecting the data and clicking on the sort and filter option and I am selecting A to Z. Whenever I am clicking on the A to Z, then automatically this data will be changed. How it will be changed means alphabetical order. First one is A is not available here, and then check the next one. Next alphabet is B. Here it will be placed at the first position, and the next one checking as A, C. Here C, that means taking at the second position. And after C, it is checking for D, and here D is there and taking at the third position. And next after D, E, here checking for E, that is not available, and then next going for the next alphabet. Next one is F. Here it is and it is taking. The data is closed and the arranging of data is also closed. Here I am taking in the Excel sheet as first one is bell, second one is dog, and third one is cat, and fourth one is frog. But it will be changed into bell, cat, dog, and frog. Why it is changed? It means the first letter of the each and every word will be arranged in the form of A to Z process. That means ascending process. And if I am clicking on the Z to A option means that means it will be changed like descending order. What is the descending order means? It will goes from the last position, and the last position is the frog, and then dog, and then cat, and then bell. It will be changed into this way. That means Z to A means descending order. Last alphabetical will be coming first, and then next, and then next, and then next. The data is arranged in this process. This process is a descending order. And next, the custom sort. If you click on the custom sort means if you click on the custom sort means one dialog box will be appeared on your screen. This is the custom sort dialog box. Here, this is the custom sort dialog box. In this custom sort dialog box, first is sort, and the next one is add level, and next one is copy level, and the next option is delete, and next options over here. And coming to down, and coming to here, there will be a order like sort by, and here I am sorting column, that's why sort by. One box will be appeared here, and the next one is after column sort on. Again one box will be appeared over here, and the next one is order, and the next one is order. And here at the bottom side, or if you click on this downward option means, or downward arrow mark means, some list will be appeared over here. If you come to over the last options, there will be OK button and cancel button over at the right side. And here I am taking the sort on option. Here there will be a color and order like A to Z, Z to A, and custom sort. Here we can sort on by using color or font color or cell color for the text or color for the font, or and next one is the cell icon or for the cells also. No need of cells. I am taking only color for the text and color for the font only, or color for the cell also. And this is the dialog box which will be appeared on your screen. This is the way the dialog box will be appeared on your screen. This is the custom dialog box which is appeared after clicking on the custom sort option. And then click on the sort by. If you click on the sort by option means, there will be a columns or rows will be taken over here. If you click on this downward arrow mark means, it will take a color or font color. Whatever the color you want, you can select that color and you can take it in the sort on option. If you click on the order means, it will be taken as ascending order or descending order or custom sort options. This is the sort dialog box which will be appeared on your screen. After selecting the options, click on the OK button. Whatever the options you are taken in this sort dialog box, that will be appeared on your screen. And then the next option is filtering. After sorting, we have to filter the data. If it is necessary means we can filter. After sorting, the filter is not necessary means we are unable to click on the filter option. If it is necessary means you can click on the filter option. And the next one is data filtering. Same options applicable for the filter also. Go to home button. Here click on the home button and then go for editing group. In that editing group, click on the sort and filter option. This is the one way to select the filter option. And the second way is to select the filter option means, click on the insert option and then go for the sort and filter group. In this sort and filter group, click on the filter option. In filter, advanced filters also available. Okay, after clicking on the insert option, then go for the sort and filter option and then click on the filter option. First of all, I am taking some data in the Excel sheet. Same data I am taking, whatever the data I am taking for, I am took for the sorting, same data I am taking for the filtering also. Okay, taking bill, cat, frog and dog. Whatever the data I am taking for the sorting option, same data I am taking for the filtering also. This is the data I am entered into the Excel sheet. After entering the data, please select the A1 cell and drag towards the downward direction. If you drag towards the downward direction means then the data is selected. After selecting the data, click on the either home button, editing group or sort and filter option, or second way is insert, sort and filter option and then go for the filter option. If you click on the filter option means then one drop down arrow mark will be appeared at the bell symbol. If you click on this downward arrow mark means then one dialog box will be appeared here. The dialog box will be A to Z. This is the ascending, and next one is sort color. And next option is select all option. Here one checkbox will be available. If you want to select all this data means click on this checkbox. If you select this means all the items will be selected here. Whatever the items is appeared on your Excel sheet, that data will be appeared here also. Bell, cat, frog and dog. For each and every one checkbox will be appeared at here. If you select this checkbox means this will also be selected. If you want to deselect means click on this frog, then automatically this will be deselected and here also checkbox will be deselected. If you want to select only some items means you can select some items. I want to select only two items, that is bell and cat. I want to select this data and I am checking the checkbox over here, and at last OK button and cancel button will be appeared here. After checking these two options, click on the OK button. If you click on the OK button means then automatically whatever the selected data is appeared on over here, that will be appeared at your Excel sheet. That means this frog and dog will be disappear. If you want to select these two options means check the select all. That means here frog and dog also checked here. That means in your Excel sheet frog and dog will be displayed. This is the filtering option. You can filter something data whatever you entered in your Excel sheet. And the next one is advanced filter. If you click on the advanced filter, then one dialog box will be appeared on your screen. That dialog box is advanced filter dialog box. In this advanced filter dialog box, here first one is action. That means two radio buttons will be appeared over here. In the first radio button is filter the list. First one is filter the list. If you click on this option means the radio button will be highlighted. If you click on this option means the radio button will be highlighted. And the next one is copy to another file or copy to another. Okay, if you select any of these options over here, and the next option is list range. And next one is list range. Automatically it will show the list range. Whatever the selected cells appeared in your Excel sheet, that means A1, it will be displayed here. That means $A and $1 and colon symbol. And last cell reference is A4. That means $A and $4. That will be appeared here. And next one is, and the next option is criteria range or copy to. These two options. Criteria range is you can select the range. That means I am taking A1 and I am typing A1 to A3. That means it automatically turned into the dollar symbol. Whatever the dollar symbol appeared here means here $, and $1 and $A, and then $3. This is the appeared here. And the next one is copy. You can copy the data from to another cells also. How you can copy means type the cell addresses here. I want to copy the cells from the C1 cell. I am writing C1 to C3. Then it automatically turned into $C and $1 and $C and $3. Okay, this data, whatever the data is appeared in your Excel sheet, it will be goes to the C1 cell also. That means I am copying this data into the C1 cell. At last you can find OK button and cancel button. Whatever the options you checked over in the advanced filter dialog box, that options will be appeared in your Excel sheet. This is the advanced filter dialog box. You can check or you can click on these two options. One will be highlighted and a list range will be appeared according to the data what we are taking here. I taken A1 to A4. That data is appeared over here. Data won't be appeared. That data cell reference or cell address will be appeared here. And next, criteria range means I am taking only A1 to A3 only. These three cells I want. That's why I am taking the A1 to A3. That cell's address and that cell data will be appeared on your screen. And copying cells means I want to copy this data to C1 cell or C1 to C3 cell. Then I can easily copy. I want to type the address over here. After filling all these options, at last click on the OK button. If you click on the OK button, these operations will be involved or affected to the Excel sheet. Whatever your data entered in that Excel sheet, according to these options, the data will be turned. This is the data filtering and sorting option. I hope you understand. Thank you.